All right, everybody, welcome back. I hope you can feel the difference in the temperature. I certainly can. Much nicer. I was able to sit on the patio and enjoy my coffee this morning.
Yeah, without roasting too much.
Yes.
This is the rain and some cloud cover doing that for today. Stepping outside, we can see those darker clouds overlooking downtown Savannah, the Talmadge Bridge, and inland. So gray bottoms to those clouds, and that's where we are tracking some heavy rain this afternoon. There's the view on Viper radar up into Effingham County, interior Bryan County, and Bullock County. Looking at some pretty heavy rain. This is drifting off to the northeast around 15 to 20 miles per hour. There's the possibility of some gusty, breezy winds with these cells that are developing. Nothing severe for us, but certainly some pockets of heavy rain moving in. Rainfall rates in excess of 1 and 2 inches per hour already. Out into Montgomery and Toombs County, same type of deal where we do have some of that heavier rain set up as well. Extreme northern Appling County, looking at some of that activity as well. That is saying just to the south, the heaviest rain south of Vidalia at the moment, but we could see a few more showers, a few more storms setting up over the next few hours. Viper radar estimating that some spots receiving over 3 inches of rain for this afternoon. So where the rain is falling, it certainly has been heavy. So definitely beneficial, meaningful rainfall because we are still under an extreme to severe drought across parts of our area. Abnormally dry still in the central part of the area, out to the west, and a moderate drought further to the south. So we are chipping away at that, and we will continue to see that be the case over the next several days. Temperature-wise, cooler where that rain is falling. 77 right now for Metter, 81 for Statesboro, upper 80s for us along the coast. Darien making it to 93 degrees, so definitely a bit hotter where conditions have been a little drier for this afternoon. The winds are generally out of the southwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour, so anything that is going to be developing, those storms will be fairly slow moving for us at times. For tomorrow, it will be a mainly dry day. Storm chances will start to build in during the later evening hours. Temperatures will be able to warm into the lower 90s for those afternoon high temperatures. High pressure down to the south continues to pump in some extra humid air into the southeast, so that will lead to those storm chances later in the afternoon and into the evening hours. However, higher storm chances will be back for us on Thursday and into Friday. Same thing for Saturday, drier and a bit hotter going into next week, with those temperatures actually staying still pretty close to normal despite a drying pattern. For us this evening, a few more storms are possible. Drying out overnight, we'll keep a light breeze out of the south. Temperatures will be in the middle 70s for low temperatures. There's a chance, Vipercast is indicating that we might have a couple of early morning showers, but for the most part, looks like a lot of the activity will hold off until the afternoon and into the evening hours for the later part of the day. So either way, a slightly drier day is expected for our Wednesday. For tonight, 75 for low temperature. A few more storms continuing into the evening hours, and then for tomorrow, we will be warming up into the upper 80s to lower 90s. That breeze will be a little bit stronger for us at times, up around 15 miles per hour. Those highs in the lower 90s will drop off if you are lucky enough to get a few of those thunderstorms for tomorrow. But certainly keep an eye on the sky if you do have plans to head out on the boat. South breeze, it's around 15 knots during the afternoon hours. So lower storm chances overall for our Wednesday, a little bit more unsettled for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with high temperatures pretty close to normal. Next week, as we start to get into a drier pattern overall, we will warm into the lower and middle 90s for those high temperatures. That's a check of your weather forecast for now. We'll have more coming up in just a few moments.
We will see you then. Thank you so much.